Hey guys, this is different. I'm awkwardly sitting here in a Harry Styles shirt with pants on in the summer, looking a little ratchet, with some things sitting around me. So basically, on June 30th, I went to a Harry Styles concert, which many of you know I have been wanting tickets to Harry Styles for so long. Like, since his album dropped, I knew, I was like, I need tickets, I need to see him in concert. Like, and if you remember back in like 2000 something, when One Direction was first a thing, I had life-size poster. Like, it was bad. Like, I had Harry Styles fever. Like, I just adore him so much. He seems like such a good person, and he's humble, and like he just makes me like happy, which is like so weird to say, but like I love his music. Like, I don't know, but like I like listening to old music, and it kind of gives me like old vibes, and I love it so much, and it just is good for my soul. When I got surprised with tickets, which I'll insert a clip of that.
Yeah, I bet there's.
Oh yeah.
She knows.
Don't cry.
She's seen it. Who's gonna get them for you?
Are you so happy?
Aww.
When I got surprised with tickets, it was the happiest day. Like, I cried. I was so happy. Like, they are expensive, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't have any idea. I would sit in like in my study hall in school and call my mom. Like, I had my choir teacher as like the study hall advisor or whatever, and I would like be like, I'm sorry, I have to call my mom. So I would call my mom, and I'd be like, Mom, they just went on sale, like come on. And I would text my aunts, and like I texted my sister, and I would text my friends, and I'm like, guys, I need these tickets. Like, this is a life or death situation, like life or death. I heard a bunch of things like from my family about like how it just wasn't gonna happen. And then I went to my grandpa's, and I got them for my birthday, and he's like the best ever. And I've been counting down the days since December 11th. And then the day finally came. And let me just tell you, Harry came, and he did not disappoint. So anyway, that was like a backstory, but I have a lot to talk about the concert, like my concert experience, everything, and I'm just gonna talk about that while I make some bracelets, because you know I can do that because it's my channel, and I run this. I put up the stuff, so I should be able to put up what. Okay. My parents, like my mom and my dad, drove us there, and were gonna drop us off. It was at the United Center in Chicago, which, if you don't know, it's where the Chicago Blackhawks play hockey. And like, I've only been to a few concerts, but like never been to one without my mom or like some adult. And so this was our first concert, like going together, and we're both 14. Addie turned 15 like 2 days later, so happy birthday to her on July 2nd. If you didn't tell her happy birthday, there's always next year. Like, everyone was nervous about it, but we were just like, nah, this is like chill, it's fine. So then we oops. First thing we did was we went and we found our seats, and we were like, holy crap, these are like good. Like, oh my gosh. Yes.
Yes.
After we got to our seats and like made sure like, okay, this is where we're gonna sit, then we went and we got in the t-shirt line. And it took a long time, so we missed like the opening of Casey, but it's okay because we were there for Harry. I mean, not Casey, but she was really good for what we saw of her, and like we got our t-shirts, no problem. I got this one, obviously, that I have on, and Addie got one that has like tour dates on the back. It's really cute. We were sitting next to these girls, and they were like, y'all are gonna scream, like you're gonna stand up and dance, right? And we're like, yes. Like, we're worried people aren't going to. So then we talked to them like a couple minutes, and then we got like, we were getting into the music like in the intermission or whatever in between Harry Styles and Casey, and it was like so funny because everyone was singing, and then like all of a sudden, and I'll like insert this stuff as I talk about it, but the song Olivia, which if you don't know is one of the songs on the album Made in the AM, obviously by One Direction, and everyone just like immediately jumped up and like started dancing and singing, and it was so cool. But this like, it was like the stage was like an oval, and then there was like two halves of this thing that like came down around it, like this wall, and it had a screen on it, and it showed this like cool light up thing of Harry playing with a Rubik's Cube. Finally, when the lights went out, everyone just started screaming, and like we jumped up, and I literally don't remember if I did or not, but I think I peed myself. And then if you're a Harry Styles fan, you know in the song, I think it's Woman, at the very beginning it's like, can we just search romantic comedies on Netflix and see what we find? It was completely dark except for the Rubik's Cube thing on the screen, and it like said that, and everyone just like freaked out. All of a sudden the first chords to like Angel or Only Angel started, and that's probably my favorite song, if not my second favorite song on the album. I just immediately like started tearing up, and I was like, Addie, I'm gonna cry. And I was like jumping up and down, could not contain myself, like about to die, have a heart attack, like have to rush me to the hospital. That's how I was, and it was just like the most amazing feeling, like chills. And so it was just so good. And then like the first like, hey, ooh, ooh.
Why did I think that was okay?
He was right like on the edge of the stage, like waving to our section, and honey, I made eye contact with him. Like we had a connection for like a split second, and like I knew. Okay, so basically I need to kind of speed this up, but his outfit was like this purple, okay, if you know, like he always wears kind of the same like style, but it's always a different pattern or color. He had on this purple one with like, I think it was like squares, or like maybe it was plaid or something, but it was super cute. And I was like, and it was like flared at the bottom, kind of like bell bottoms, and it was like iconic. Addie and I had really cute outfits, which you probably saw on the thumbnail. Really comfortable, definitely recommend. Mine was from Row 21, by the way. Got it like a couple days before the concert. He like started talking and stuff, and like I don't want to show people the videos of him talking because like I want them to be for me, which is so freaking selfish. And it was just, I felt like, and when he talks to the crowd, like if you haven't been to a Harry Styles concert, it feels like he's talking directly to you. And like he did not freaking disappoint, honey. Like if I break this after I've worked this hard, I might cut someone. Joking. Violence is for chumps. Okay, so he performed all of his songs on his album, which is 10, and then he performed his 2 like new songs that he's performed at concerts before, which I've heard on YouTube, Anna and Medicine. And then he performed One Direction songs. Out of those, he performed What Makes You Beautiful, Stockholm Syndrome, and If I Could Fly, which If I Could Fly was amazing. Then he performed the song he wrote that Ariana Grande put on her album, which was Just a Little Bit of Your Heart, I think, which was so amazing. And then he performed The Chain by Fleetwood Mac, and I told Addie like on the way there, I was like, if he performs the Fleetwood Mac song, I will cry, because I am a Fleetwood Mac, like I love their album Rumors. Like I listened to them every day in English, typing my essays, like it was a thing. and his cover of the chain that was on BBC Radio, they had a recording of it on YouTube, and I listened to that like every day. So that was very emotional for me, and I screamed my head off. We also, at the concert, he was like talking, and he asked whose birthday it was or whatever, and there's this girl, and I don't know who she is, but I will put her like Twitter or something here because I follow her now, but her name is like Mara or something, and I'm sorry if I got that wrong, but her name is like Mara, and it was her 18th birthday, I think. So happy birthday on that day to you, girl. And then it was also one of the crew people's birthday, which I think his name was Derek Fudge, and Harry was telling the story about how he calls him Fudgesicle or whatever. So we sang happy birthday to them, and it was the cutest thing ever. And
Mara, she's 18, and Derek Fudgesicle Fudge, he is 50.
yes!
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Mara and Fudgesicle. Happy birthday.
Like, of course, I wish it was my birthday, and like I wish he was singing to me, but like it's fine, you know. Completely alright. I love singing to her because it was so cute. I'm gonna talk about my favorite songs that he performed. I was like really happy where we were sitting because he went like, I don't know if you guys were there. Okay, so you probably don't know, but the big stage was like to my left, and the small tiny stage was to my right. He ran through the crowd and went like with his security guards and went to the small stage, and he sang like, I don't know, like 3 songs over there. He sang Sweet Creature, If I Could Fly, and I don't know if he sang another one over there, but he sang a few over there. But I was so happy that we were closer to the stage on the left because that was where most of them were, so it was completely fine. But my favorite songs, and like it kind of surprised me, but of course The Chain by Fleetwood Mac, because I like.
Can you talk, please? Thanks. Also, if you're still watching this, kudos to you. This is a really long video and probably very boring if you weren't at the concert and if you don't give a crap about Harry's stuff. So, sorry.
Okay, I already explained, but that song was really good. I couldn't really enjoy Only Angel.
This is me being confused with Only Angel by Harry Styles and Hey Angel by One Direction.
Because it was the first song, so I was like screaming so loud that I couldn't like listen to it. My favorite song on the album, if not second favorite, that's back and forth with Only Angel, is Carolina. So I was really happy when he sang that.
Here, 1, 2, 3.
If I Could Fly was incredible. And then I was listening because I recorded as much as I could, like while still enjoying it. And Meet Me in the Hallway, which I was like not a fan of on the album, was so good in person, and he sounded like incredible. And I feel like a lot of times people aren't as good live as they are on their albums, but I think Harry was like 10 times better live. Not saying he doesn't, okay, I'm just not gonna explain it myself because you already know, but like he sounded so good in that song, and now I like love that song and love that I got a video of it because it's so incredible. And then his last song was Kiwi, and the whole time because Addie's favorite song is Kiwi, so the whole time we were like talking to each other and we were like, oh my gosh, Kiwi, like, is Kiwi coming? And it was the very last one, and he was like, I want you guys to scream as loud as you can, dance as hard as you can, or whatever for the next 5 minutes. So like when Kiwi came on, we went hard. We went hard, like it was all. Afterwards, I was trying to talk to Addie, and like it wasn't that loud after the concert. Like it was loud but not that loud, and I was like felt like I was screaming and she couldn't like hear what I was saying, and my voice was completely gone. But it was just so awesome. And I should be making my bracelets. Okay, like those songs were definitely like my favorite. Oh, and Sign of the Times, because everyone held up their lights or whatever. Just like perfect, and I just like, it was such a happy environment because everyone was the same, and like I just felt like in my place, like where that's where I belonged.
Wow, that was deep.
So then, okay, this is really sad, but this is the last thing I'm gonna talk about, I think.
Thank goodness.
But I remember like 2 days before freaking out and like texting Addie and being like, I'm excited for his Instagram post, because if you don't follow Harry on Instagram, you definitely should. But he posts like every time he has a show, he posts the name of the city and then like live on tour, and he did that for everyone. And then I was like, oh my gosh, the next one he's gonna post is Chicago. And like the next day I knew he was gonna post it, so I was like waiting, and then I got the notification and I like clicked on it as soon as I could, and I like liked it, and then it came up and I was like, he's such an icon.
Literally me.
Like he had a Bulls jersey on, and like, oh my gosh, it was like, and I'll insert the picture, but it was just so iconic. Like, look at that, so iconic. And he's the king of everything. I could never look that good in a picture, and he's not even trying. And he told us that Chicago is one of his favorite cities in America, so that was awesome. And I was like, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it, which is like really depressing because I really like doing this and talking about how much fun I had. But that was like basically my Harry Styles like concert experience, and like everything that I think is necessary to talk about. It's just like a dream come true for me. I've been in love with Harry since I was like 8. How many years ago? I don't know, but like the last time I like saw him in person and like in concert was 2014 with Addie and my sister and my mom, when they were on tour for Midnight Memories, and we were at Soldier Field, and I saw One Direction in concert. But then it's like Addie and I were talking, we were like, if someone would have told us in 2014 that One Direction was gonna break up and we'd be seeing Harry Styles in 4 years, we would have like told them to shut up and like leave us alone. But it was just like amazing, even though it wasn't One Direction. Like nothing can ever be One Direction, but someone asks me about it, I get like red in my face and like just go like this, and like it's just awesome. And it was such a good concert, and I wish I could go every weekend. And hopefully if he drops another album, I can save up my own moolah and see him again, because I definitely would, and I definitely recommend you go try to get tickets or listen to his music. Either one, incredible. Thank you for watching if you watched this. I'm sorry for the ratchetness. I really tried to make it enjoyable, and you guys probably didn't make it through the whole video, but if you are here, like, praise to you. And if you're still here, give it a thumbs up if you liked it, because you might have liked it if you're here this long, because yikes. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you Harry Styles for an amazing concert. Thank you Addie for going with me and making an amazing time, and thank you to my grandpa for getting me tickets for my birthday. Thank you for watching. I have a lot of exciting videos planned that I will film and upload, hopefully like get back on a regular schedule, because it's summertime and I like doing it, so hopefully I'm on a schedule again. Hopefully I will see ya in the next video.
Well, all I see bad